over the vehicle that our party would use in the contest. We are pleased that any speculation on that score is now a thing of the past. And Leader Mahere has already eloquently put that one to rest. We're a new kid with a new name, a new vision that is embedded among the citizenry, creating a future that is long overdue. The advent of CCC has been met with much excitement, and we stand ready not to disappoint the people of Zimbabwe as we journey through these by-elections towards 2023. The by-elections are largely about returning to voters what they were robbed of through recalls that were intended to silence the alternative voices in this country. These recalls added to denial by force to the occupation of our party headquarters, diversion of legitimate state funding, and many other adversarial actions were intended to cripple, but the party is standing and ready for the fight. There was joy and jubilation at all nomination courts, and the team is ready to take up their rightful places in Parliament and local authorities, to resume the work for which they were originally elected in 2018 and to serve Zimbabwe. As a matter of fact, the excitement was such that in a couple of areas, second candidates slipped in the nomination under the CCC brand. Fadzai has already updated you on the latest situation. We will end up with single candidates for each contested seat. CCC assures residents that the mess created by the recalls and unconstitutional interference by central government will be reversed and services will steadily return to normal as we prepare for the next harmonized elections. We urge citizens to take ownership of the voter registration blitz when it commences on 1 February. Their vote is their passport to livelihoods, to governance, and the economy. This blitz is the single opportunity there is for all unregistered citizens of voting age to claim their right to vote and determine the future direction of this great nation. We thus call upon ZEC and the Registrar General not to fail the citizens by making it easy for people to register close to their homes. We shall continuously visit this theme throughout the year, and especially during the election and voter registration campaigns. We restart that the citizens were at the center of our selection candidates, as already been outlined, and they will be at the center of our election campaign, just as they will own the election results. We continue to demand an even playing field in the state media, demand free political activities for all contestants, as well as an end to the abuse of state institutions, including traditional leaders and the security services, for whom we have high regard. I decided to keep it nice and short, but there it is, and we are happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Withdrawn, and we've got the written proof. So and as we said, we're engaging. These are enthusiastic citizens wanting to represent their party, but there are correct ways and incorrect ways of doing it.
Okay, so to just cut a long story short and just building on what Secretary Makwane has said, there's only one incident, one irregularity remaining, and his office together with Honorable Wende's office are working round the clock to ensure that that's rectified. It's a minor irregularity in the grand scheme of things, and it will ensure that in 2023 it doesn't happen again. Yes, sir.
No, she's my extended arm.
I'm his right-hand lady. So obviously we are rolling out the launch of the Citizens Coalition for Change. we are going to have a big launch party where all those things will be delivered to the public. But I guarantee you, we do have a constitution, there is clear leadership, all the protocols, everything is in order. So you just watch this space. In the same way that I always tell you, watch this space, wait for the appropriate time. I guarantee you all of those things will be clarified, including, most importantly, how does one join? That's the question that we're consistently being asked by citizens. How does one join? So even the membership rollout, the card acquisition process, all of that is going to be shortly made clear. So thank you very much for that inquiry. Yes, sir. I'll deal with the last question first. Who are now the candidates? Shortly, the Elections Directorate is actually going to produce a full list for all the 143 by-election candidates that tells you exactly who's standing on behalf of the party pursuant to the community candidate selection process that was carried out. So just wait for that statement. It's going to come out. On the second one, which areas? The areas that were affected were Bulawayo and Masvingo. And there's only, Masvingo has been sorted out. One of the incidences in Bulawayo has been sorted out. Only one remains. So that's the trajectory. But every single other province, I mean, I know you know that we've got many provinces. Everything else went without incident. I'm sure you saw the jubilation in Gweru. Chairman Chikombo was here, Harare. It was a completely smooth sailing process. Yes, sir.
We heard news that some papers were signed by Secretary Wende while VP signed other papers for the nomination. So what were the circumstances?
Thank you. Concerning the circumstances, it's a pilot process, it's brand new. So we've got a template that was to be followed. Obviously, no blameworthiness lies in either the office of Honorable Wende or that of Professor Welshman Mube or that of VP Kore. The circumstances were to do with the execution or implementation of the template, and in the implementation of that template, the little bits that we saw where there were gaps for there to be irregularities have already been changed and tightened to ensure that this never happened again. True to the fact that the template is a very functional one, we didn't have any incident in all the other over 140 vacancies. So it's a template that definitely works, but instead of it working at 98% efficacy, we've now ensured that it works at 100% efficacy. So it's nothing to do with signatures, not a problem with a signature by Honorable Wende, not a problem with a signature by Professor Welshman Mube, not a problem to do with a signature by Honorable Karenyi Kore. It's to do with the template and the manner in which it was implemented, but all of that has been sorted out, which is why all the glitches have been rectified. Yes, sir.
My name is Willie Gwatim, I'm a freelance.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.